maternity leave?
No, I went back to work.
Okay.
In April. New place.
A different place.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why my schedule's different now. It's Monday to Friday, but it's early morning.
I'm trying to do. And you're still going to like a gym and everything, right?
I started going now that I have the new job. I was going during the paternity leave, like maybe after like 2 months, because we didn't want to go like 1 week after the baby was born, you know?
Yeah.
But now I started going back, and now I'm going before work at like 5 a.m. So it's been pretty.
Going to work to the gym at 5 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Going to work at 5 a.m.
Gym and then come home, go to the. Yeah.
I've been actually going to the gym around 5:30 twice a week, and then like afternoons like two other times a week. But
Nice.
I guess we're starting. I don't know. So it's been it's been a while since we recorded. Again, it feels like we record so little, but I kind of like this sort of rhythm of like taking like recording a few and then like taking like a 2-month break and then recording a few.
Yeah.
I don't know why I prefer that than like one episode every week recording it. I don't know. I just feel like I might repeat myself too much, but
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, since the last time we did a podcast, I was we were doing a podcast like I would have a baby already, but my baby hadn't been born yet.
Correct.
Now
we did the hypothetical. Hey, congratulations, knowing that it wasn't in the world yet.
Yeah, and it was now my baby's 4 months old, Callie Ray. It's been going really good.
Callie Ray.
Yeah, Callie Ray. Yep.
How you spell that?
It's CALI and then RAE. 2 separate words. So it's like.
You gotta explain that. How did that happen?
I mean, I told my girl, I was like, if it's a girl, you pick the name. If it's a boy, I pick the name. And we did a kind of like a 50-50, like you know, like what would you say, like an agreement or like a, you know.
Yeah, like, hey, this is. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it's instead of like bickering, just to kind of agree that, hey, if it's X, then you pick, and if it's Y, then I pick, or whatever. I think as long as you and your significant other have a healthy relationship where you trust each other, I don't see like the whole like I have to name the child or else, and I don't understand that whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh, juniors, like dudes that name their kid after themselves. Are you? I don't know. Are you? You're insecure. I mean, I say that because there's like 4 Robertos in my family, including my brother and my dad and my grandfather, and I'm just David, and I'm like I don't. And there's like 2 other Robertos. I think it's 4 or 5. I just never understood the whole like naming your kid after your own name, and God forbid your kid hates you with the same name. I don't know. Just name your kid.
I wanted to name if I had my son my dad's name, but it's not the same name as myself. Yeah.
But how would that feel saying your dad's name when you talk to your son?
It's a little different because my dad's is like more like Hispanic-ized, you know, like
Hispanic-ized.
I give him the more like, Jacob. So I name him Jacob. So the more like biblical style.
That's different. Yeah.
That's so. You know, it'd be a little different, but it'd still be like, you know, kind of like a homage.
The same
to my
name,
dad,
but you pronounce it different. Yeah. You know, Spanish. He says a Hispanic size. You said.
I said Hispanic-ized.
Hispanic-ized. Yeah, words are tough. That works with.
Yeah, we got to make up a word per episode at least.
Yeah, Hispanic-ized. Yeah, the words names are bizarre too. But myself and my wife also said if and or when we have a kid, I told her, I don't care, boy or girl. First kid, you can name them.
Oh, that's good.
But this is where she doesn't like trust me. Like, but the second kid, I name. Oh, and she's like, I don't like that at all. So if and or when we do have a kid, she's like, we're only having one. I'm like, all right, fine, fair enough. So first sponsor is Nbox. Give your home-based business its own mailroom. View your open and scan mail from an encrypted app. Have it forwarded, held for pickup, or shredded and recycled. We'll even include a commercial business address to protect your privacy. Visit www.nboxdelivers.com to see more.
And with our next sponsor, we have Angelic Interference, which is a clothing company that taps into all you astrology lovers out there. Check them out. We're going to put the link down below. They're going to be coming out with a lot of poetry, artwork, music that goes along with their clothing line. So a lot of exciting things coming their way, and we appreciate them being a sponsor of the podcast. The next sponsor is Worldwide Solutions. They can take care of all your tax needs. I know tax season is already passed, but they do business payroll, all types of solutions for businesses, anything tax related, LLCs, incorporated. So reach out to them. Rick's Barbershop, which is here in Garfield. They will have you looking great for your next bar mitzvah or your communion or a wedding, whatever you have coming up. They can take care of you. Just let them know WordsrTough sent you, and they'll give you the WordsrTough treatment. And the last sponsor, of course, Premier Rank Marketing. They've been with us since day one. They help businesses with online solutions such as video content, online campaigns, Hulu advertising, YouTube, Facebook, Google, Twitter, all the socials. They take care of everything for you. They give you an individual plan, no matter what type of business, brick and mortar, phone-based, huge company, or sole proprietor. So reach out to them and they'll hook you up. And if you tell them WordsrTough sent you, they'll give you 50% off, which is a great deal. All right, thank you, and back to the show.
That's actually not bad.
What does she think? You're gonna be like, hey, here's Emily and Snickerdoodle. Like,
yeah, that's actually a great name.
Like,
I don't know.
You think like she thinks you're gonna go like with a wild name if you pick the second one?
Possibly. I don't know. It's just I have a weird sense of humor, like a normal first name, but a completely weird like middle name.
Just name the first baby's name backwards,
like Norman. You know Norman Reedus, the actor.
Mm-hmm.
He named. You know what he named his kid?
No. What do you name his kid?
Mingus.
Mingus. Wow.
But yeah, like names are bizarre, and also because you want to, like, one name is like overplayed is Elsa.
Oh yeah.
But oh my god, I lost my train of thought because I'm trying to do 3 different things at once. But so like you want to name your kid something familiar, but also something that's not like derivative and just like, oh yeah, you're another one of, fill in the blank this name. But at the same time, you want a unique name, but not like a name that kids will like make fun of.
For sure.
Like,
yeah.
But then again, kids are douchebags for the most part. Like, my last name is Okendo, and I remember growing up, some kids would call me Nintendo because it just rhymes. And I didn't mind it because I like Nintendo.
Yeah.
But actually, are we past like the 2-minute mark? I hope so. Yeah, because so I can say this now. One of my friends growing up, his last name was Lippincott.
Okay.
Do you see where this is going?
Yeah.
They would call him Lick My Cock. And I'm like, but you can't change your. You can change your last name technically. Who was it?
But by that point, everybody already knows it.
Yeah, it's like that's terrible.
Kids are creative too, man. Kids are creative. Like I would hear some that I'd be just blown away. I'm like, how did you get to that? But it works so well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're inventive. At work, my students call me Kenny. Kenny.
Why Kenny?
Oh, Kendo. Oh, Kendo stick. Kenny.
Kendo stick.
It's just like they just going down this rabbit hole of like idiocracy. It's like, and I don't find it malicious, so I kind of like let it go. Yeah. But yeah, Kenny is like it's like what some of my students call me now. Settled in. Yeah, Kenny is. And like the weirdest thing, there's like another student also nicknamed Kenny, so it's like weird. That's so like bizarre.
Like your Gen Z name.
Oh yeah, Kenny. Yeah, but for me, it's always intent. Are they trying to be like a bully? No, they're just trying to like they want, like most students, not all, but they want to have like oh yeah, me and Okendo, we're tight because we have this like secret handshake or this secret name or, they want to have that special, I guess, relationship with specific teachers doing specific things. Like, oh, I'm the person that goes and I go to the office and pick up art supplies every morning or whatever. Like, but have you ever been like a teacher's pet or teacher's favorite ever, or were you like the opposite where they like can't stand you?
You know, I wasn't really like in school. I wasn't like ever really a teacher's favorite because like I didn't do homework at all. But I would do really good on my tests, so that's why I would get by. But one year I did. I like tricked the teacher. I forgot what grade was it. I think it was freshman year. I tricked her on the first day of English to put me in advanced English. I don't know. I read the hell out of like the first page of some book or some shit. But she's like, you don't belong here. You belong in advanced English. Never did any work. And she put me in that class. I felt so bad for letting her down like that. But she hated me.
So you just kind of recited like a poem from a
I don't know what I did,
and
but
you're like, oh, you're pretty smart.
I was
like,
just talking like Stewie or something. I don't know what, like really like Englishing it in like hard.
Englishing it in.
I don't know what I was doing, but she went to bat for me and I let her down. Yeah. I forgot her name, but thank you for that opportunity.
I looked up while you were talking. Vogue has like a article about like celebrity weird names. I don't like Kylie Jenner, but she's on this list. But their kids, Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott. By the way, Travis Scott, not his name. I don't know what it is, but it's not Travis Scott.
Yeah, no, that's like two names put together.
He just liked the names together, and then I don't know. But their kid's name is Webster. Air Webster. Elon Musk and Grimes. I can't stand Grimes, but anyway.
That looks like a star name, right?
Dark Cedarell. Scarlett Johansson's kid's name is Cosmo. Well, Cosmo's not that bad.
Yeah.
Like Kramer.
Yeah.
Cosmo Kramer.
There's some Cosmos out there, like Europe, I think.
Oh, Emily Ratajkowski. Ratajkowski? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how to say that.
All I know is she's from Blurred Lines, and she has that one scene with Ben Affleck, and what's that movie where he has a crazy wife, where she like, frames him for like murder. Gone Girl, yeah.
That was a good movie.
She's in it for like literally 2 minutes, doing something with
Yeah, being the other girl.
Yeah, she's like the side chick. This is some weirdy. Lyra Antarctica, Ed Sheeran. Lyra Antarctica. Did you know that he actually won? This is actually good to segue. He won a copyright lawsuit against him.
Yeah.
That he supposedly copied one song.
It's like Marvin Gaye, right?
A Marvin Gaye song, and he won.
They've been suing everyone. They successfully sued
Marvin Gaye. Or
speaking of Blurred Lines, that's weird that you just mentioned Blurred Lines.
There you go.
Because they sued Pharrell and Bublé or whatever his name is.
Michael Bublé.
Yeah.
Bublé. No, not Michael Bublé.
I just like say Bublé. I guess I just got excited.
Oh, his dad is like an actor.
Oh yeah.
Michael Bublé is not the guy.
Yeah, sorry, Bublé. Blasphemy.
The other dude.
Robin Thicke.
Robin Thicke.
Yeah.
There you go.
I got my Thicks and Bublés crossed.
Yeah, but the whole music thing. I mean, and also Pharrell. Side note. He's the head of Louis Vuitton's men's. He's taking over Virgil Abloh's position.
Yeah, he took Kanye's dream job, right?
Yeah, Kanye needs to. I'm happy he calmed down, but like he has these like, he'll be gone for like 10 months and then show up for 2 straight months just acting stupid and then disappear again. I'm just waiting for him to act stupid again. Still have his shoes, not wearing them. I'm waiting to see if the value goes up. But I doubt it because I think Adidas is going back to selling Yeezys. Some sort of like contractual agreement that I don't think they want to mess with. Hence why I think Kanye said Adidas can't fire me. I think because he knew about the contract. But yeah, this is going back to selling Yeezys, but donating the majority of the proceeds to.
Who are they donating it to?
Hopefully me.
Like
but not me, not at all.
Donating it to like anti-hate or something, right? Like something like that.
I hope, but it's like donating. It's just a tax. Speaking of tax, you did a whole advert thing about taxes, but it's a tax write-off.
Yeah.
You know, it's like they're trying to make ends meet.
He should hit up Worldwide Solutions.
Yeah. Can we no longer talk about like astrology and astronomy? Which one's with the whole like Mercury's in retrograde? Is that astrology or astronomy? This is where I'm showing I'm not that smart.
I'm confused. Maybe
is
both.
It astrology or astronomy?
Now I'm confused. I think both.
You know what's silly? We have a computer right in front of us, so we're not even using it. But yeah, are we like no longer allowed to like poke fun at that because one of our sponsors?
No, we can poke fun.
Astrology is a whole tarot card, zodiac, horoscopes,
yeah.
Astrology.
And astronomy is the stars.
Astronomy is like actual science, real science. But like, listen, like whatever helps you travel, cope, navigate your flesh vehicle through this world, and it makes you happy, you're not hurting yourself or anybody else, believe what you want.
Yeah.
But it is kind of like weird, like why would the moon affect the fact that, I don't know, I hypothetically, my wife isn't getting pregnant, it's because of the moon. It's like, no, get your testosterone checked or something.
If anyone disagrees, leave a comment down below.
Actually, please, actually me. Yeah, actually, we don't get that many comments, which I don't know, is a good thing, or is that because we're really agreeable?
I don't know. We need to work on that. Asking for comments.
I feel like I have to purposely be a complete douchebag just to get, I mean, some people purposely just say absurd things just to get like a reaction.
Yeah, I was reading online too.
I don't like doing that
because we're not like a niche channel. I heard that hurts comments a lot.
Yeah,
too.
we kind of like talk about everything.
A lot. Yeah,
and I mean, we tried the whole MMA thing. That sucked.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is that right when we started talking about MMA, I started becoming less and less interested in MMA.
But you know what? We did get the most comments on those videos.
We did.
There was someone that was like, "You idiot! You don't know the rules." And I'm like, "Wow, somebody's angry out there."
But the thing is that happy people mind their business. I mean, honestly, like happy people actually don't. I mean, you might say thank you for the great whatever, thank you for the content, etc. But for the most part, most people that are engaged are very, I don't know, unhappy, in my opinion. Says me, who comments a lot on YouTube. But it's usually like, hey, cool idea, or I like your video, but the audio sucks, or something like that. Yeah. I'll say that. Like, great video, but why does it look like that at minute this? Because when I watch videos now, ever since doing a podcast and having my own channel, when I watch videos,
mm-hmm.
I look at more the editing and like how it's broken down, or like the lighting is inconsistent, or they're talking about one thing but the visuals is like completely different, or it doesn't make any sense. One time I saw a video of an archery video, and then like the person was talking about a specific type of bow, but the bow that they were showing was not the bow they're talking about, and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense at all. But I'm talking way too much. Well, I can't be talking way too much. It's a podcast. The AI thing that I sent you yesterday, about music AI. Honestly, not that my ideas changed about AI, but I was very impressed by like that Drake song, that Drake and Weeknd song.
Yeah,
I was like,
it's only gonna get better too.
That's actually pretty good. I mean, I don't like either of those people, so I'm fine with it. So it was like, I don't know. I think The Weeknd and Drake should hire an AI engineer to be their ghostwriter or something.
People are doing that, dude. I'm telling you.
You sure they're doing that already?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. Because
AI ghostwriters.
Yeah, because there are specifically geared like rap AI tools now, and they're only getting better like every update, and yeah, you can feel like Drake could take his own lyrics of every album, and the AI will learn to rap like him. And then the sound AI will learn to use his rhythms like him.
Right.
And that's why it produces like a song that sounds just like him. And then he can take all his beats and it could produce beats that sound like his beats.
Like same type of vibe, but different, obviously.
Yeah. It would be different, but it would have like, different key change and slightly different tempo. And it's just because music, as much feel it has, like the better you get at it, like there's a formula to it, and like people get really good at it, music theory, and this AI is gonna figure it out, like you already hear some of the music it's making and it's just like amazing.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's not even crawling yet, so
I think my main actually, who was it? It was Grimes, I think, that mentioned this, that she didn't care if AI, in quotes, artists, I'll use the word artists loosely, or AI tech guys or engineers use her sound or her voice, as long as she gets 50% of the proceeds.
Yeah, and
whatever the earnings is, 50% of it, which I get.
And she one-upped herself on that. She made a program now where you can make the AI song using her voice through the program, and it will publish it for you when you're finished with it. So she kind of has even more control over like seeing who made what.
Yeah.
And it'll automatically publish it, and it'll do the 50-50 thing, split, whatever. I think she's smart. I think she's smart.
She kind of, I don't know if she's smart, but she's smart enough to marry a rather smart guy.
Well, think about it. Let's say you're just one artist, right? And then now you release to like 200,000 of your fans, which maybe, say, even if 15,000 are good musicians enough to use the tool, and they make 10 songs with you, it's like 150,000 songs.
Yeah.
Well, that you didn't have to do anything and you made,
Fair enough. Well, I was mentioning about her interviews where...
Oh, yeah, maybe she's a space cadet.
Yeah, very much. Like, there was this one video, interview where she talks about her diet. And she says she only ate she's like, I only like spaghetti. Spaghetti's the best. I only ate spaghetti for like 2 years. I started getting sick though. I'm like, what is wrong with you? First of all, spaghetti's good, but it's not like, could you use spaghetti for like breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
No, I could not.
That's just like nasty.
She's just like a quintessential like Tumblr girl, It's like
Tumblr girl.
Yeah, like those girls that like were on Tumblr like years ago.
1 second. Question: who's Lucky Blue Smith and Stormy Bree?
I've heard of Stormy Bree.
I don't know who either of these people are. I don't know which one is, if they're both women or men. I'm assuming Lucky Blue Smith is a dude. I don't even know. I don't even throw out pronouns like that. But they named their kid Gravity. I mean, with the names Stormy Bree and Lucky Blue, Gravity seems like reasonable.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage. I mean, not his real name, but whatever. Named their kid Kal-El. That's interesting. But oh my goodness. Uma Thurman, what are you doing? You're wonderful, but look at this name.
What?
Uma Thurman's kid's name.
Yeah, what's the name?
Rosalind Arusha Arkadina Altaloon Florence.
Wow. That one's not too bad because it's just like a lot of middle names.
It's a bunch of middle names.
In school, you'd just be like Rosalind, and then one day you'd just be like, I got like 6 middle names though. Like just bust it out on people.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's too much. Way too much.
Yeah, this is honestly, I thought this list was like 5 or 6. No, this is like a lot. Sting named his kid Fuchsia. A color. All right. I don't know.
Which one is Tennessee? I saw Tennessee on there.
Tennessee. Oh, Jim Toth and Reese Witherspoon.
Okay.
Tennessee.
I'm friends with a girl who named her daughter Tennessee.
I mean, Kanye named her kid Chicago. Did I say Kanye named her kid? Kanye named his kid Chicago. Actually, I had friends that told me that I said Chicago wrong. So you're saying it weird.
On an episode?
No, like
Just
in
life?
passing. I said, yeah, we went to Chicago. And they're like, what? I'm like, Chicago? They're like, why are you saying it like that? You're saying it wrong. And I'm like, Chicago. Like, isn't that how you say Chicago?
I say Chicago.
Is it Chicago?
I say Chicago. Like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like taking a shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I say
That's so
Chicago.
funny you say taking a shit because it's like you say shit and then shit in Spanish. Chicago.
Ah, that makes sense.
That's a double shit.
Chicago isn't shit though.
Yeah.
Chicagoans, if you watch this episode, we like you. I've been there once. It's nice. But yeah, the AI thing. Again, I think at the end of the day, as long as people are getting compensated accordingly and not being, shafted, I think it's fine. Like I was telling a friend, Vladimir, I think he's still a bodybuilder. I know he became pro. I never asked him to talk about this, but whatever. I might read his text or a part of it. But he was asking me about it, and I said, well, AI is kind of like a tool. Like, use a hammer to build a house, not to smash a carpenter's head with it.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like as long as you're using this tool to build what you want to build, create what you want to create, but you're allowing the carpenter, in this case the artist or musician, to be an artist or to use their talents accordingly and get compensated accordingly, I don't see an issue with AI. But the argument that he said was pretty much, I'm going to paraphrase it, like, I can't paraphrase it because he worded it so well. He said, what do you consider, though, that in this case it's a little different in that you actually can't separate the tool from the intent, and that it's not created with a neutrality from the get-go? Is it? Can you not? I mean, I feel like you can separate the tool from the intent.
Well, yeah, the intent would be on the user of the tool.
It wouldn't be. Right? Would the intent be determined by the who created the AI? Who actually created AI?
Well,
I mean, it's not one person.
All of these AI programs are software that's created.
Okay.
Yeah, so then they're all different ones. That's why you hear all different names, and Google has theirs coming out now, and Bing has their, whatever. ChatGPT, that's like a proprietary AI software. Yeah. Anyone could make one. We could make one of us.
Actually,
we'll make episodes for us.
I do want to have one episode of just us. It's not us. It's just AI us having a conversation.
Yeah, and we could do that.
And we can respond to us while listening to us, and you watch us listen to us. That kind of thing. It's kind of like a shit sandwich inside of a turducken or something like that.
Yeah.
But
someone's broke my hand. I'm sorry.
But my I guess my argument against that was Levi Strauss, they were called out for not having diverse models or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what, we're gonna fix that. And the way they fixed it was by, from my understanding, I don't think I'm wrong, but maybe I am, but they, instead of actually getting people of color, a variety of models, they just hired an AI generator thing and did that, and all the images were just computer generated images of models. And people were like, well, that's kind of messed up. So I feel well, just hire a photographer, hire models, take the photos and adjust accordingly. Or I'm not saying do blackface on a white person's face. I'm saying you just edit, or you make enhancements, or which they already do. It's Photoshop is Illustrator's super common in fashion. They edit everything in fashion to just use the AI to just enhance photographs because they already do that. But pay the artists or pay the photographer, the models, etc. I don't know.
The problem though is that would take a lot of time.
Yes.
And a place to do it the old school way.
Yeah, the overhead is paying,
and then,
renting out a space.
Yeah, and then dealing with models and dealing with the model's agents,
those models,
and then the photographer's agent and the photographer.
So you're gonna have a whole like industry just gone.
Instead, you could just have Pharrell with an AI expert sitting in a studio like he's comfortable, and then him just being like, let's put this style of picture of like a photography and then like this kind of model,
right,
and then blend them, and then the AI will make its own thing, and then we can edit the clothes.
I mean, for a company, that reduces a lot of like time and energy, and
you get exactly what you want.
Turnover is super fast,
and you're only paying a graphic design person. I don't know. I just feel like it's everywhere. And also, if someone didn't want to be blatant about it, like that company, who's to say you can't do it and then like not get caught? Like I could basically, like, let's say if I didn't know you, took one of your artworks, right? Yeah. And I will put it in the AI, and I'm like, make this into 5 little golden ducks in the style, in the style of this painting. And then once it produces these golden ducks for me, I just make up my own rendition of it. Now that I've basically had like kind of like a sketch made for me. Yeah. Then I just paint it myself, and then it's like no one can even tell. It's like how.
But there's that part of you interpreting that image.
Exactly.
But that's different.
But that's what I'm saying. If you don't become so blatant about it, you can get away with so much, and no one would ever know. Same thing.
Actually, there was a Kurt Cobain cover of I forgot his name. He also died recently, or fairly recently. I forgot his name. Dang it. But they had an
Ray
AI.
Liotta?
No.
Oh, it's a musician.
He doesn't sing. Ray Liotta doesn't. Does Ray Liotta sing?
Yeah, he had a punk band.
He did?
No, he didn't. I'm just kidding.
Imagine. But yeah, they had Kurt Cobain sing a cover of another musician. Now,
Kurt Cobain?
Yeah, Kurt Cobain.
All right.
But it sounds like Kurt Cobain, but
I actually heard that.
But Kurt Cobain doesn't sing like that, and I can't think of the actual name of the song.
I remember seeing that. Yeah, it was a guy.
It has like he has a bit of like a bravado kind of singing, and he doesn't sing like that at all.
But what that guy did, I think he used Nirvana lyrics to write his own lyrics, and then he sang it, and then he used a voice changer to voice change himself singing like Kurt Cobain, so it sounded more like it.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Well, you know what you could do too, like what would be, it would be so easy for me to be like, make a song like Lil Wayne, and like some rapper, right, that's like ridiculous, and then all of a sudden I just rap the song, like I just rap it with my own voice, and then people are like, damn, he's been writing bars, like
singing.
You'd never know, that's the thing is like, smart people are gonna get away with so much with it, and you're not gonna know, like it's
inevitable.
Yeah, I think it's just
like Thanos.
It just enhances like the brain of the person that's using it, like
it's enhancing my brain, bro.
And then there's like your brain, and then it's like your moral code, your ethics, like in a battle, how much do you want to get away with,
I mean, I remember one of my friends, Simon, he was like not mad at me, but he was like surprised that some of the murals I painted, I didn't paint 100%. As in, I would like stencil out the painting. There might be like a big room or something like that, and I'll project and stencil and draw everything out, and even write down the colors for each, almost like paint by colors.
Yeah. And
I have like a friend, and actually my wife. I mean, she wasn't my wife at the time, but she helped me too. Where I would say, okay, paint this whole area white, paint that whole area red. I'm gonna be over there painting that whole area green. And then like, when I told a few friends this, including some, they're like, "But that's cheating." I'm like, "What?" They're like, "You can't." But I thought you did everything on your own. I'm like, "Well, it was my idea, and I drew it all out. I just had help actually filling in the color." And like, but what about like all those other painters and this is like, conversations here and there, but one question was like, but what about these like Renaissance painters that painted like the Sistine Chapel and all that? And I'm like, oh, they had help too. And they're like, what? Like, yeah, like the Michelangelo Sistine Chapel, he didn't paint the whole thing. He had like several assistants helping him paint it. But that's super common though. Like the whole like murals. I mean, yeah, do some people paint murals on their own? Yeah, that happens, but like assistants happen all the time, or they are used all the time. But I think similar to, I guess, AI, it's more like it's your idea in in the algorithm creating the thing, regardless if you actually physically made it.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with like how you said, like like someone would have a problem of you getting assistance.
They're like shocked. They're like, what?
Yeah, and in that case, it's not even like, like they're making the happy trees in your painting or something. Like it's trees. Just kind of like you're kind of like they're assisting you with just the like foundational, just like filling in color.
Yeah. I mean, there's like a cause, the Jersey City artist, KAWS, like he has like toys and such, and he doesn't make all of it. He doesn't make any of it actually. Mm-hmm. It's manufactured for the most part. So again, I think at the end of the day, I think the artist owns the idea of certain things, regardless if they actually physically make it. Is it nice that artists might build a craft or build a skill to make the thing? Yes, but that's not necessarily always the case. But yeah, I have no clue how long we've been talking for.
It's good. It's flowing.
But the what's the last thing? You said you've been going back to the gym since having the child.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had the baby December 25th. Then I was on paternity leave
Christmas
for 3 months, and I just went back to work at a new place. It's great, amazing place, notches above where I used to work. More pay, more freedom, doing things I like more. It just was
that's good,
perfect situation. Yeah, and I'm really happy with it. Weekends off. But yeah, now that I'm situated at the new job, I've been going to the gym early in the morning. It's funny because before we had the baby, my girl used to work in the morning. She'd wake up at like 4:30. Her family works, like really early in the morning. My parents used to have a little side job also at like 5 in the morning. So I'd be the last one waking up in the house. Now my parents work at night. My girl's taking off the whole year.
Wow.
And yeah, and I just waking up at 5 a.m. to go to the gym. So it's like a role reversal, like it's just hilarious. Like just how life changes like that, But yeah, now I've been going back to the gym. I go 3 days a week during work, and then Saturday and Sunday on the weekend.
Because I was gonna ask about how I'm gonna name like certain workouts, and you need to say, is it like from 0 to 10? Is it like great, like you love doing it, or like a 0, like, oh, that's trash, I never do it?
Yeah.
Because I was trying to find like tier lists, and they're okay. They're all right. But I'm gonna ask just basic, regular flat bench press with a bar, not dumbbells. Is it like a 0 for you or like a 10?
Flat bench, level of importance or how much I like doing it?
Both. Level of importance and if
okay,
like
so like I would say 7.
7.
Yeah.
Let's like jump around. Oh. Lunges. Weighted lunges.
Lunges. 2.
Like you don't like doing it.
I have like naturally big legs because my dad used to play soccer. So like I'll do like 2 leg workouts and my legs like just get like just like explode, and my jeans are tight, so like I don't really go too hard. Yeah.
Crunches or sit-ups.
I am way too big to be doing abs. I need to focus on losing my stomach before. But it's important to have a good core. So, yeah. I mean, I don't do crunches. But I do a lot of exercises, like compound exercises that involve the core.
You don't squat, though?
Oh, no. Yeah, I definitely squat.
Okay.
But when I do legs, I'll do like I actually did legs today. But since I do it in the morning, I cut it short. I just did squat, leg extension, hamstring curl, and then calves. It was standing calf and seated calf. And what I like about my gym is they even have the front calf machine where you lift like the front.
Oh yeah, you bring your toe up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
those shins, those shin ups.
the shin
That's what I call them.
I mean, there is a muscle in front of your leg, on your shin, which you should. I mean, not should, but you can work out directly.
Yeah.
But
it's important to do it.
Getting it, like finding an apparatus that does that is kind of tough.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird. I just got like this weird taste of metal in my mouth, which is so random. Well, I just
that's like a nosebleed sometimes.
Yeah, so I actually just taught a private jiu-jitsu lesson about an hour ago or hour before recording, and I think he gave me a nosebleed. I think he choked me out. He choked me so hard. I think I popped, and I immediately felt like blood in my back of my throat.
What belt was he?
Oh, he's a white belt. But
he's a white belt.
Well, I mean, I was teaching him how to do like
fucking white belts are dangerous, man.
Well, because I was just showing him how to like do like as you're passing the side side control, side control to mount to arm triangle, to kind of do it smoothly, so you don't need to like. So as you're transitioning from side control to mount, you're getting into the arm triangle, and instead of him like just doing the movement, he was squeezing the whole time. He was like, oh, like this, and he just like this, and I'm like telling him what to do while being choked. And when he finished, I kind of like, all right, good, and I kind of just laid there like, good job, thanks, and like, you're not supposed to actually like choke me.
Sinuses are impacted in your face. You're
so
like,
I think I've ruptured something in my nose.
Oh shit! Well, I hope that's not the case.
I mean, probably just like a nose, like is it called an internal nosebleed?
Gotcha.
I don't know. Oh, these are pointless. At least I think they are. Shrugs.
I like doing them. I like to superset them with side delt, but I would say like importance 6.
Damn, is there anything here that you have like a 0 on? I mean, well, abs, I guess.
Yeah, crunch.
Crunches. I mean, there's that whole not debate, that whole quote, a 6-pack is made in the kitchen.
Yeah, that's,
you know, like I told a friend, like, everyone has a 6-pack. He's like, no, I don't have a 6-pack. I'm like, everyone has one, you just can't see it.
There's also the other saying, it's like you can't outwork a bad diet.
Yeah, you can't outwork a bad diet. Ooh, these are useless. Or I call these like the TikTok, Instagram influencer workout.
Mm-hmm.
The hip raise or the glute bridges. Have you ever done those?
Yeah, I have done them.
I don't need more butt.
I know.
I have a butt.
I'm not gonna lie, I did it like for a little bit after the pandemic because I hadn't gone to the gym for like 3 years, and I was like, I was trying to like just hit everything, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't include it in my leg workout anymore.
I like fitting in my jeans. I mean, I'm Puerto Rican, so we got booty. I don't need more butt. I need more calves, but that's just aesthetics. I don't actually need calves, but
yeah,
I got it from my dad, or lack of calves. Oh, if you could pick only one arm workout, would you pick biceps or triceps?
Shit, I mean, the right answer, if you're just going off like science and math, would be tries, because
Correct.
It takes up 2/3 of your arm. Yeah.
Yes, math, like your triceps are way big. If you want big arms, if I could pick only one, it'd be triceps.
Yeah. I have really long arms, so it's really hard for me to grow my biceps. My wingspan is I think 6'4" on my arms. Yeah, I guess I was supposed to be.
But you're not 6'4".
Yeah, I was supposed to be 6'4", and I just didn't reach it. I just stunted my growth, I guess.
So you have like gorilla arms?
Yeah, I do. I have really long arms, so that means my bicep takes the hit on it, and my forearms too, because my forearms are really long. So
yeah, I just realized that you do have long arms.
Yeah, my reach is crazy, but yeah, so it sucks for my arm workouts, but.
So do you have high insertions or low insertions? As in, like, I have long insertions. As in, like, when my bicep almost disappears into my arm. I have long insertions.
I think just my bicep head is long. So it's like just like skinny, but like yeah, I don't have that like little gap here that people get.
Yeah, I have this huge. I can fit my whole fist It's ridiculous. It's stupid. I have really bizarre, like, genetics. I mean, I'm happy as like I'm healthy, but like,
now people love that too because you get the higher peak. You know.
Yeah, like
That desired.
It's like a golf
peak.
ball, but it gets like super rock hard. It's kind of, I don't know. Biceps are useless. Well, not useless, but it's like I started a weight room club at my job at the school I work at.
Mm-hmm.
And every single boy the first thing they did was run to the, this just started curling.
Yeah,
That's
curls
all they
for the
did.
girls.
And I'm like, what are you doing? They're like, curls, bro. You're gonna get curls. I'm like, you're 100 pounds. I'm like, bench and squat. So some of them I convinced them to start squatting and benching and doing the more compound lifts. And then they asked me like, hey, well, what do you do to work out your arms? I'm like, I don't work out my arms. I actually do like a lot of like back workouts and like rows and benching and all that.
Compound exercise.
And if I have like a free Sunday and have like some extra pre-workout, I might like spend an hour in the gym just doing my arms, but that's like once a month, like, because like, I don't know.
Yeah. See, so like before when I was on paternity leave, I was doing like 5 workouts or 6 workouts over the span of 2 weeks. So what I was doing is I would do like start with chest, but I'd throw in a tricep in there.
Oh yeah. You just kind of.
And then same thing, do back with like a bicep workout in there, then shoulders, and then when I'd go back around to like triceps, I'd do a more tricep heavy with some chest in there because it'd be like a week later. But now I'm going 5 days a week, so I had to cut it down, like recovery and stuff. But
recovery. I mean, I kind of already spoke to my wife about this, and she doesn't like it, but I might do it. We'll see what happens. But when I'm 45, I'm gonna get like blood work done, and 45 is around the corner. It's not that far away if you think about it. I might get blood work done and see if like my testosterone is good. If it's like normal, like, oh, it's good, it's normal, it's fine, it's, it's good for your age, not great. I'm like, okay, I'll keep it. But if it's like, oh yeah, your testosterone is dog shit, like, you need.
I just see like a fast forward of you like just swole as hell and like a gray beard, like you get like silver fox beard.
Oh yeah.
But just tan as hell,
Yeah, garden hose veins and everything.
Dude, yeah, TRT is the shit. It makes you live longer.
Is it?
It's good it's good for your, because you basically maintain more muscle mass when you're older, and you're not going like abusing it, so it's not like having negative effects on your body. So
if you do it the right way and you have the doctor and check your liver and cholesterol and all that, and you're not predisposed to like heart attacks, which I think every guy is. I mean, by this point, with science and medicine, right now, the majority of deaths is like what? Like heart attacks and cancer.
Yep.
What
a crazy thing, right?
Hopefully we figure out cancer, and we actually know, I mean, not know, but heart attacks is something that you can kind of prevent, I think. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm talking out of my ass, but I feel like you can prevent most heart attacks.
You could do your part for sure, but it just like blows my mind how crazy like the human heart is. Like it just starts beating,
just stops,
and then it just like doesn't stop for a long time.
Oh yeah, my heart has not stopped beating since I was born.
Baby. Yeah, since you're a little baby.
Almost 38 years.
And then if someone hits you at the wrong like millisecond, your heart could stop. Like Hamlin, the football player that was cloned.
That's just crazy. It's like your heart gets hit, and you're like, I think I'm done now. Just like I'm gonna stop working.
Yeah.
But actually, there's a family member. I don't think I can say who it is. Just out of respect, I won't say who it is. But they recently got a pacemaker. Yeah. And then the next day they passed away.
Oh my God! I'm sorry to hear that. The next day. Is it your family?
My wife's
extended family.
My wife's family. But it was like the bizarre. This is bizarre. Man. So, I mean, it's sad. It's one of those things you have a hard time. But like, a pacemaker. And this is why I started looking at what is a pacemaker. Like I don't know what it is. It's like it pretty much is a thing that makes sure that your heart just keeps beating at a steady rhythm. So I guess it was a complication of some sort.
Yeah, it had to be, because I think what it does is it shocks your heart to go back into the normal rhythm.
Yeah, maybe it didn't work.
Yeah.
Who didn't have a heartbeat? Who? Dick Cheney. Dick Cheney, former vice president.
That would answer a lot of questions.
He didn't have a heartbeat.
What?
No, he didn't. I'm pretty sure of this.
He had like some like proprietary like valve machine.
Dick Cheney. No heartbeat. I'm pretty certain Dick Cheney did not have.
Is that a TikTok?
No, known as a ventricular assist device, a pump pushes blood continuously through his circulatory system instead of mimicking the heart's pulsations. Thus, it leaves Cheney with no heartbeat. So yeah, I was right.
Wow.
So one of the things I actually got right today.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Yeah, he doesn't have. He's like literally Darth Vader.
I'm mind blown. Yeah.
Yeah, he has no heartbeat. He's still alive, right?
I think so.
I think
yeah.
he's still alive.
I think his daughter is like joining the Democrats or something.
Oh, she hates Trump. Like,
yeah, that's how much she hates
him.
her. She's going Democrat.
She's like, I hate you so much. I'm changing teams. Yeah, I saw his recent. I don't know how long we are now, but I saw his recent talk. His town hall, not debate.
Who, Dick Cheney?
Interview. No, Trump.
Oh, it's not my bad.
It was interesting. It was interesting in not a positive way. Like, interesting. Like, why are you arguing with the reporter? Like, the person interviewing you, like, called her rude and mean. Like, what? It was bizarre. It was just the most. I was like watching. I was like, why are you calling her like a mean lady? Like, she's giving you not she as in not. I mean, it's not that. But CNN was giving you a platform, and you're like, I don't know. It was just bizarre behavior. And but then again, he also just lost that court case of are we allowed to say that word? RAPE? I don't know if we're gonna
we should
with YouTube and whatnot. But instead of that, they got sexual abuse allegation. Like, I think they got convicted for sexual abuse, not rape. So, I mean, I'll be pretty pissed off too. But he didn't really help his case, like, at all.
Yeah, and they used that whole hidden microphone thing that he said during the campaign.
Yeah, the whole grabbing by the, hoo-ha.
Where he literally admits to...
He admits, it was like it's true for the past millions of years. Like, oh, okay. That doesn't help your case, dude. But... or they showed him a picture, and he he said that she wasn't his type. All right, that doesn't mean that doesn't prove anything. But then they provided him pictures, and he pointed at the woman that was accusing him of rape and said that was his wife. Yeah, that's my wife, Marla. I think her name is Marla. Yeah, that's my wife, Marla. Like, that's not. That's actually the woman that's like.
Wow.
Did you not know this?
No, I didn't know this.
Really?
What? When did this happen?
Like this past week.
Oh my God.
That kind of gives you guys a time, like, when we're recording this, but. And George Santos was finally convicted.
Oh my God.
He was using campaign funds for personal use, which is a no-no.
This freaking guy showing up to he showed up at the when Trump got arrested, right? With that other Marjorie Taylor Greene or whatever.
Yeah.
This guy is showing up to places like he didn't know this was like he was gonna get arrested. Like, they were just pretty much putting a case together.
For the past 5 months.
He thought he was gonna slide under the rug, like, just, like, people are just gonna accept. Oh, I lied, and
it's like, hey, I'm here, guys.
Yeah,
let's get to work.
Yeah, he's done. He's cooked.
Our buddy George Santos. He's not our buddy.
Yep.
The thing that's bizarre is, like, what's frightening is how many other politicians kind of lied about their resume, and two, like, how do you get that far? You got into Congress just lying. Like, no one vets. There's no vetting system.
He must have been going against someone they really hated.
There's no vetting system. Like, how do you not have a vetting system to double check whether this is legit or not? I don't know. It's just, overall, I'm not a fan of politics. Is it a necessary evil? I don't know. Maybe. I have no clue. But it's just one of those things like I'm not a fan of politicians, period. It just I always feel like there's always like I always question someone as like, you know what? I can lead a few thousand people. Like, no, you can't. Shut up. Like, if someone's like, hey, I think I can lead millions of people, I'm like, you got a big ego. Like, I think every president had a huge ego to be like, yeah, I think I can run a country with millions of people. I'm like, really? I don't know. Take a nap, something. It's just, no. Like, and also, like, not donating, receiving donations, like millions and millions of dollars of donations, and you can't use any of it. I mean, you think there's some fuckery afoot when it comes to other politicians possibly?
Oh yeah, no, everybody
using campaign funds to fund other things.
Absolutely,
other
yeah. They'll like funnel it through like their nonprofits and stuff like that, and you know.
You think George Santos was like asking questions like, "Oh, can I use this? Oh, go ahead." And then now they're like, he's like, "What? But you guys said I could do, I could do this." Like, not like that, you idiot. You do this. You put it into a this and a that and a this company and that company, and then you circumvented that way. He's like, "Oh, you guys didn't tell me that."
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened to him, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
he just didn't know any better.
You think he didn't know any better? I think he knew exactly what he was doing.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think like he thought he was gonna get away with it.
Well, yeah, obviously he thought.
He thought everyone was doing it, which they probably are, but
probably are doing it.
He's like, if I get caught, everyone's gonna get caught, right? No.
No, they're not gonna.
No, just
save
you,
that
George.
guy. But anyway, I don't know what episode. This is episode 39.
Yeah.
Soon, and maybe in 10 years, we might get to episode 100. I don't know at this pace. We'll see.
Yeah,
It's like 6 episodes a year. But it's pretty cool. A pretty big catch up. I don't think we said anything that might get us fired.
Nope.
Hashtag don't get fired. I don't think so.
Before we go, is there anything you've been watching lately that you recommend?
I mentioned Chainsaw Man. I've been watching Demon Slayer. There's like 4th season out now. I'm watching more anime. What else? I got into Naruto.
Okay.
Naruto. I got into like the 2nd season. It's a lot, but it's just one. I don't know what it is. I'm in this sort of like anime manga vibe right now. It's pretty much it. I mean, of course, there's like movies, like MCU movies, like Ant-Man, Quantumania.
Yeah, I didn't get to watch that one yet.
Guardians of the Galaxy 3 came out recently. I'm gonna watch that soon. What else? I can't think of anything else. Yeah, I wasn't not planning on talking about any like when it comes to like movies. Usually, because I usually have like a list of like because I watch so much. I usually have a list of stuff, but I can't think of a top of my head.
Yeah, I just watched like the weirdest shit. But you know what was good? I liked if anyone hasn't watched it yet, Infinity Pool.
Infinity Pool.
Yeah, it's that girl. I might just be making it up, but I think her name's like Marla something. She was in that movie where they make like it's like they're in the 80s and they're making a porn. And
Oh wait, I think I've heard of this. And
what's her name?
Mia Goth.
Mia Goth, yeah, Marla. Mia Goth, yeah.
I heard she's really good in that movie.
Yeah, she in the other one where it's like an 80s porn movie. I think it's called X.
Yes.
She plays the old lady too, and a lot of people don't know that, but I
Yeah.
guess if you know about the movie.
But doesn't Kid Cudi?
Yeah, he's one of the
Kid
actors.
Cudi's in it. Yeah.
I have a question for you. I just recently reconnected with an old friend from a long time ago. I mean, we still were always friends, but it's just we haven't talked in
Can I
years.
guess?
I mean, he's from Garfield.
Can I guess?
Yeah.
Not Miles Austin.
No,
Because you're not tight with him like that. I don't think.
Nah. I just watched him. I saw him cry.
Oh, okay.
in
I think I
locker.
know. Marcus McCullough?
No, but I
Oh,
heard
dang
good things
it.
about him. Shout out to Marcus.
Isn't he a
He's
pilot?
doing good How did you know that?
Yeah.
I didn't know
I
that.
heard he's a pilot.
Yeah, I guess I heard he's doing like flying.
Yeah, he's flying airplanes. No, like a long time ago. This is like years ago when Veer Garnett passed away. I connected with him briefly on Facebook, and he saw. This is like years. Obviously, it's years ago. I saw on his info that he was a pilot or like becoming a pilot. That's the only thing I can remember.
Yeah, yeah. You know, it's so funny. I had before when. Well, it's not funny, but I'm just saying. It's funny,
but not funny.
It's funny you mentioned that because there's something I always wanted to say about that. When Garnett passed away, I had just reconnected with remember Joshua, an old friend, Joshua. I won't say his last name.
Oh, but, yeah, I said Marcus's last name.
It's okay. I'll beep it out with a pilot noise.
That's
but
good.
Joshua and it was nice to reconnect with him. And I remember he went away to the military, and we were tight friends when we were young. And I got really drunk, and I was upset he was going to the military, and it was just stupid. Like
I think he said it to me. I think he said it once.
Yeah, and then he came back, and years later he moved back to Jersey. I reconnected him, and then one day, like we weren't really talking anymore at this point. I thought he had moved away. Garnett passed away, right? And I had not known about it. And he calls me the day of the funeral.
Wow.
And I had been out like all night. You know, we were younger at that point when that happened. I had been out all night drinking and stuff like that. And I was like super hungover, like where I couldn't even like, you know, I was laying down like I was done. And he stopped talking to me because I wouldn't go to the funeral. And I'm like, if it meant so much for me to come to this, and I do want to be there, you know, I would like to see everyone again, but I just didn't know, you know, and you're calling me at like 11 a.m. It's at like 1. I haven't even showered. I'm hungover. I don't want to show up somewhere like that, like all pale and like.
I guess in a way, kind of save face or be more respectful not going because you're just like not in that state to be aware. Because you don't want to be that guy. You know, there's that guy that goes to funerals that's like belligerent or just not like, oh, you should not be here.
I'm just like a mess. Yeah, I'm like a
mess.
Puking into like my like pocket, and I probably would have. The only way I could have probably made it is if I had a drink that morning and then went. You know what I mean? That's how bad I was.
More drink.
But
yeah.
But I was celebrating the night before, and I didn't know what was that was gonna happen the next day. But he stopped talking to me, and then one day I just told him, I was like, the last thing I said to him, I was like, dude, I'm like, I didn't mean to do that, and I wish you had told me, like, maybe the day before that this was, you know. But I just feel like, you know, I don't know.
Some sort of way about it?
Yeah, because it's like you lose a friend.
Double.
And then,
and a friend.
And then you lose a friend that's still here.
Right.
Like, on purpose. Like, how does that make any sense? It's like, this should make you want to come more together, you know, right, like I don't know. Yeah,
that actually happened to me. Not the same story, but one of my former like wrestling buddy, his name was Victor. He actually passed away in college. I think he had some sort of heart issue. Speaking of hearts a lot today. And I was like at Rutgers, and like my brother's friend that was also went to Rutgers playing baseball. I forgot his name. I think his name was Matt. He's like, where were you? Like, I didn't even know he actually went to that school. Mm-hmm. And I'm like studying whatever. I'm like, where was I? Where? He's like, you didn't hear about Victor? I'm like, no, what happened? He's like, oh, he passed away. I'm like, what? And then it's like, you weren't at the wake or the funeral? I'm like, I don't know. Like, no one told me.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, like, it was so sad, this and that. And then, like, a year later, I saw his dad at one of the wrestling meets, and I, you know, kind of, like, said, sorry. I didn't know. Like, it's one of those things, like, you're tight with somebody or went to high school with somebody, an accident happens, you're not informed about it, and then when you are informed about it, you're, like, in no position to, like, be there, whatever there means.
Yeah.
And you kind of feel bad about it, and I don't think people should hold that against you.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I wasn't there, but I wouldn't, you know.
I know. It was tough. And then I haven't talked to him since. And he, like, deleted me on Facebook and stuff.
Wow, he went there.
I know, yeah. It was weird.
Wait. So
But you made me think of it because you said Marcus.
Okay,
Because
but
he's like everyone would like to see you, Marcus and Jeff and Omar. And it's funny because Jeff goes to my gym and I've seen him like once or twice.
Jeff.
Colombian.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And
Jeffrey.
yeah.
Okay. I never called him Joe.
And I remember I started losing my hair when I was younger. You know, like I was like maybe 23, 24.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing him one time out in the street, and he was like, kind of like joking about it, like poking fun about it. He is like balder than me now. I swear to God. And I just like I walked past him and I was like,
bald.
And I was like, is that Jeff? Yeah, his dad was bald.
I used to make fun of his last name. Remember, like the first thing you mentioned about
exactly. He had one. That's
my
the first name I
last
thought
name
of.
was Lippincott. Like I used to say a similar last name for Jeffrey's last. I won't say it.
Yeah.
He hated it. He would chase me around the playground like, stop calling me that. I'm like, Jeffrey, you know. He fell in the blank.
Yeah, but I hope they're all doing well, man. Like you know. But that was not the friend.
Oh yeah. That's complete. I think we're adding another like 45 minutes to this episode.
Yeah, it was my friend Kevin, KP. I'll give him a shout out. He said he saw one of the episodes. I don't know if he'll watch this one since we just recently reconnected, but
that was cool.
Yeah. He's a musician. He went to Garfield High School. But
I may or may not remember him.
I don't think he went to. He went to middle school. I think.
I'm
not sure because
it's kind of messed up. But I remember the girls from middle school more than the boys, understandably, because what else would I be looking at as a boy in middle school? Obviously, but yeah. So some of the boys I don't really remember. I remember the same like 5-6 people, but yeah.
Yeah, no, it's funny you say that because I talked to my friend about that. Like when you look back, like just like. Stupid like little innocent relationships you had and like talk to like girls here and there, and then you just think like, what was I thinking? Like like you're just thinking.
Oh, I thought I thought I was like, I knew I wasn't suave, but I tried to be. And I'm like, I think this is working, and like it was not working. Nothing worked. Honestly, I didn't get game, like. I didn't have any sex appeal till I was like 25. Like up till that age, I had no clue. And then it wasn't until like I was in around early to mid 20s when I was like, oh, this is who I am. Just be that. And then it's funny. Like all of a sudden it's like the floodgates are opening, and then like, oh, this whole time I could just bend myself. That's amazing. When you're just yourself, and then. But when you start acting a particular way or thinking this is how being romantic is, or this is how being suave or like cool is, like you just look like an idiot. Just be yourself.
Yeah, sometimes people aren't ready for it. Like they just become attractive somehow. Like they just like, their vibe just changes and they're just like, whatever. And then all of a sudden girls start liking them, and then they're just like deer in headlights. Like what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
Like that. They haven't had any girlfriends, and then now there's like. They don't know what to do.
I mean, maybe we split this episode in half or something. This is great. But last thing I want to say, speaking of like being myself, it wasn't until, and I told this to my wife already, so she's not any insecure, but it wasn't until like I was in a serious relationship and got married, then it's like the universe. Then and only then were women reaching out to me. And that was scary. And I would tell my wife, like, you see, I'm not doing anything. And I'm like, I'm just going to delete this message here. And they were real people. Like, I knew them from high school. They're reaching out to me, asking me to want to go on a date. And I'm like, you called me. Almost like that Michael B. Jordan interview where some woman interviewed him, and it was a bully from like high school.
Oh yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, I remember you called me corny. It's like, nah, I didn't call you corny. Like, yeah, I remember you. And he was not happy at all.
You know what?
So similar to that, like individuals reaching out to me already married, fairly recently, and I'm like,
I like when
wow,
people,
it's a little too late. This is like
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a huge catch. I'm just saying, like,
I like when people have that moment, like how Michael B. Jordan did that to her.
oh, that was so good.
But you know, the only thing I don't like that rubbed me the wrong way is just that he's like so big now. You know what I mean? Like he's made all the Creed movies. It's like, you're too big for that. Like, why would you do that to someone? You know what I mean? Like, do it privately, maybe off camera or something. Be like, hey, you know, like just a little dig back at them.
Yeah.
But to do it on TV, like, it just brings you down, you know, like.
Maybe he was just that hurt.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know.
You think
he's like.
Get over it, dude. You're
megastar,
you're a
you know. Like,
yeah.
Wasn't he in Black Panther?
Yeah, he was.
He was, right?
Panther.
Yeah.
He was the bad guy in the Black Panther.
Yeah, like, come on, dude. You're in Black Panther. You're in Creed,
and he's in Black Panther too. Believe it or not, even though he's dead. Just watch the movie.
Yeah, it's like, come on.
Did I just spoil it? Yeah, he dies in Black Panther 1. If you haven't seen Black Panther,
spoiler alert.
There's not like, it's not gonna. It shouldn't ruin it. But he's in both movies.
I haven't watched them yet, but I'm just waiting to see if there's like a third, and then I'll knock them all out.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I saw Black Panther 2. It was good, but it was hard to enjoy.
It's no. What's the movie I like?
Schindler's List?
No.
Like, it's no Schindler's List.
we just gotta cut this episode.
It's no Amadeus.
It's no
like, I don't know.
Pianist. No,
Pianist.
but what's the one with the dude that has like the Hawaiian dude that makes the circles and like can teleport?
Oh,
and he's in the Marvel universe.
Not Wong? Wong? Oh my goodness.
Doctor Strange?
No, I know Doctor Strange.
No, not Doctor Strange.
Benedict. Wait, it's Wong.
Yeah, Doctor Strange, right? Yeah, that's the.
Yeah. Well, I got confused because the actor's name is Benedict Wong.
Yeah.
And he plays Wong in Doctor Strange.
Okay.
So
yeah.
I got confused by it.
So yeah, it's no Doctor Strange, but you know, I'm definitely gonna watch it. I like Doctor Strange. That was really good. It's just because it's like so trippy, you know. It's kind of like, what's that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio where he like is dreaming?
Inception.
It's like Inception meets Marvel, you know, kind of with some of the stuff they do.
Very much.
Yeah, so I really like that about Doctor Strange, and yeah.
We can't figure out how to conclude this episode. Anyway, make sure you do the whole thing.
Subscribe, comment,
all that fun stuff.
We're gonna have some more guests coming. We did that last time. Matt was on here, and
Maybe we should say don't comment. Like,
no, that's
because people are contrarians, and if you say don't do something, they'll do the opposite.
You won't comment.
I dare you. I dare you not to comment. I
used to work back in the day.
They might. I don't know. But
yeah, you won't comment. You won't like and subscribe.
I don't know. It's just weird. It's like how people like engage in video. I'm not quite sure, or like what causes engagement.
We gotta. You know what it is? It's like talking about like hyper specific things. Either that or like, you know, like some of these channels just become like drama channels.
My ADD can't do that. I'm like everywhere. Like I'm.
But I think the guests, you know, having the guests on soon is gonna, you know, really spark some stuff. Matt was a good guest,
was nice.
But he was kind of like getting the training wheels off, you know, of doing a guest.
I mean, it's not easy. It's still not easy to talk to two cameras.
Yeah. Next time we should try two guests too. We're gonna be cramped a little bit.
We'll be really cramped.
But I think we could pull it off if I sit on the edge, and then the other one sits on the edge, and then you guys kind of sit like
crammed and
right here in the middle.
Just a meat
sandwich. Yeah, just the other has to be one skinny guest and then another bigger guy.
One skinny guest.
Yeah, just so you guys can sit here.
We can. I don't know.
But okay, yeah. So now that
we definitely need an episode of like whenever your kid gets old enough, interview her.
Yeah, then you know what we should do would make it really funny if we use like a fisheye lens, so the two guys on the end just look abnormally bigger. You know, like we're just like monstrous. Like, we got to do the fisheye angle.
I'm actually interested in that. What about interviewing children?
The what?
Interviewing kids.
Oh, it's so funny you say that. I was gonna bring my baby up for this episode.
Oh,
but that would require her mother to come up with me, and she was not feeling it.
Her mother.
My girl, her mother. So she could she could retrieve the baby once it gets fussy.
Retrieve the baby. Take the baby. Oh, that would be
because
awesome.
if not, she'd be kicking everything here. Oh my god, that'd be probably so hilarious.
We need to make a T-shirt of like girl dad or something like that.
Yeah, we definitely will. And
oh, we have merch. I need to buy. I need to buy merch. I don't have our own merch.
Yeah, we have our merch store up. Check that out. I got some baby onesies and some mugs, some stickers.
We need to get a
shirts.
mug or something. We need something here
for sure. Yep.
Or back there or something.
Yeah, buy a shirt. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Send us any questions you guys have, even if it's like video questions. If you send the video question, we'll put it into the episode.
Yeah. I mean, people do send me direct messages saying, "Hey, I saw your episode. It's really cool," via like Instagram or texting me. I'm like, stop texting me. Put it actually in the video, like comment section. But I want to tell you. I don't want to tell the world.
Yeah,
like,
sometimes people are too cool for school.
It's like, help me.
The too cool for school types.
The algorithm wants to be fed. Feed it what it wants. It wants comments.
For sure.
Anyway, it's a long day. I'm tired. Aren't you tired? Anyway, so how do we conclude this? I don't know. Bye-bye.
All right. We'll see you on the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm probably getting drowned out by the outro music, but
most likely.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Maybe we should try. I'm gonna keep using the theme in the beginning, but I was thinking if we use different outro music for each episode.
Why not?
Yeah.
We'll start right now.
We'll do like a what do you call it? Like I'll start working out with like some AI.
We should do that.
Some piano like type like chill beats to outro. And we could put something else up like in a visual.
An AI visual.
Yeah. All right, guys. See, we're just creating on the fly here.
Yeah.
Just for you. So comment, like, subscribe.
Behind the scenes.
See you.